Protecting your space is the most important life lesson I think I've ever learned. What's up, guys? Welcome to the club where everybody's welcome and anybody can join. If you are new to the club, welcome. And if you have been here, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that you clicked on this video, and I hope you decide to join by subscribing and turning on that bell so that you get notified whenever we have more meetings. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I follow back, I promise. It is the last full week, let me put it that way. It is the last full week of January, which means this is the last mental health video for this season. This is also the last week of season 2, which means when February comes, we will be in season 3. And in season 3, if I'm not mistaken, we are talking about being single. For all of y'all that are single, I mean, I'm in the group with y'all, so I say y'all like I wasn't a part of it, but we're talking about being single, especially because Valentine's Day is like a major holiday within February. I really wanted to take the time to shout out to my single people. We gonna get through this. I got you, just stay tuned. So, as of today, the last thing I want to talk about is the space component of your mental health. I think that making sure that you are protecting your space is very important. And this first video is going to be about external forces, so nothing that has to do with you particularly, but the things that may be surrounding you, the influences that may be surrounding you, the people that may be surrounding you, the things that may be surrounding you that are prohibiting you from moving to the next level, to accomplishing your goals, to setting goals, to all of those wonderful things that you can see yourself doing. So today we are talking about protecting your space, and what does that mean? What does that look like? Why do you need to protect your space? I think a lot of people talk about energy and like the law of attraction and manifestation being a reflection of what you want to come, meaning that you cannot attract something that you are not, okay? At the same time, I think that it is very important that you understand that you could be doing everything right, but the people in your circle, the things that you do in terms of what you allow to happen in your circle of influence or in your circle period are things that can affect protecting your space. So clutter on a physical level, let's take the people out of it. Let's take the family and the toxic friends and the toxic relationships and the situationships. Let's take all that stuff out. Let's just talk about the stuff. So if you are a very cluttered person, if you're a very messy person, if you're a person who can't figure out where anything is at all, and that's something that you want to change, the first thing that you have to think about is the fact that when you see physical clutter, it's just a physical manifestation of what's up here, which means your mind is cluttered. And so a way that you can protect your energy, because let's think about it, when you get cluttered, you get frustrated because you can't find anything. When you can't find anything, then you feel like you're not making any progress, and then you're just like, okay, prime example. The other day, y'all know I'm a sticky note queen. And if you don't know, now you know. I am the sticky note queen. I have sticky notes for days because I have a bajillion different ideas at like the speed of light at sometimes. And sometimes they just come like that. So I have to have somewhere I can write them down. And that place is sticky notes, right? And so as I'm writing, and I'm trying to make sure that when I come back and read this 2 days from now, I'm gonna know what the heck I was talking about. I quickly find that my desk just fills up with sticky notes. So my desk will look like this. And then I look down, I'm like, okay, cool, I had this great surge of ideas, but now it's just like my desk is a mess. And then I want to go back and read what I wrote, and I want to figure out if I can do it now or how much it's going to cost, or, stuff like that. Just trying to figure out the execution of it, and I realize I am cluttered. So that's the physical part of making sure that you are protecting your space. What kind of vibe do you want to create in your space? Like, for example, in my room, when I came back home from college, my room was still in the space of that of like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old. I said, I'm 22 years old. I need to fix this. So I went and I got what I needed to make my room my humble abode. You know what I'm saying? just so that when I come in here after a long day at work, after a long day period, after maybe a hard day or maybe a really good day, I can come in and say, this is where I can completely, fully just chill. Because I've created a space here where I can be completely me. Not that I can't be me other places, but it really is just me, myself, and I in this space. And so I think space is so important. That's the physical manifestation. Now we gonna talk about the people. Y'all know them toxic people that suck up all of your time. All of it. I had a particular individual that was like that in my life for a few years. I mean, just, I won't say that they weren't reciprocal in the relationship. They were there when I needed them, but whenever they came to me, it was always a problem. It was never just a, hey, how you doing? Hey, are you good? Are we straight? Are we just checking in on you? None of that. It was literally just, hey, X, Y, and Z happened and I'm finna pop off, or X, Y, and Z happened and I'm feeling this way about it. What do you think? What's your advice? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, you have to understand when that type of stuff happens. First of all, if you are on the receiving end of that, so if you're in my position and you aren't really trying to help them right then, or you aren't necessarily in a mental space or an emotional space where you can, don't, because then you are not helping from a place of purity and a place of sincerity and authenticity, because you're really just trying to get them to shut up so they can get on about your face. Am I wrong or am I right about it? Let me know down in the comments. On the other hand, if you're on the receiving end and you are, in a space where you can help them, it can be weighing on you because it's draining to you, because then you have to take on their problems as if it was yours. That's how it goes. When you're in the helping field, let me put it that way, the nurturing, helping, grooming, growing field, it is very important. So that means if you're a life coach, if you're a counselor, if you are the person of the friend group who is always the person to give advice to everybody, yeah, you up in there. All of that. That goes from your profession down to your personal relationships. You have to make sure that you are very aware of your social gas tank. Your social gas tank is like a car. You can be on full, 3/4, full, 3/4, half, quarter, and then you on E. You have to know where you are. And if someone comes to you and they're like, hey, I need some help with X, Y, and Z, know that it's going to pull from you. And if you're already on half of it, if you're already on a quarter of a tank, by the time they get done with you, you're gonna be on E, which means you won't have anything for you. And you always wanna make sure that you are straight, because you cannot really help anybody if you cannot help yourself. Cool? We got that. I think we all understand that. So that's the people part of it. Making sure that the people around you can encourage you, can uplift you, can motivate you, because sometimes we need people on the outside of us looking in to say, hey, you got this. Hey, we're rooting for you. Hey, go, keep going. Don't give up. You said you're going to do this. Make sure, accountability partners, making sure that you have those type of people in your life and protecting your space. That is of the utmost importance. Protect your space, because I also think that things, I do want to put this out there. Protecting your space does not mean ignoring the problem or ignoring the elephant in the room or ignoring what may be happening that is causing you some type of harm mentally or emotionally, okay? Protecting your space is actually the pure opposite. When you know something is impeding on your space, is impeding on your mental health, is impeding on your emotional health, you go address it. That's part of protecting your space. Okay, protecting your space is not just me. You live in solitude, you're in isolation, and that's just how you do it. You don't talk to people, and you just cut everybody off. Don't burn bridges. Don't just obliterate relationships. Just learn where people go. My mama used to always tell me, people go in compartments. You know who your friends are. You know who your road dogs are. You know who your family are. You know who your relatives are. You know who your business associates are. You know who goes where. And if you don't know that, I suggest that you figure that out, because if you don't, you will put people in places that they do not deserve, nor do they want, nor do they know how to appreciate those spaces, and then they will ruin it. And then you will be looking at them like what happened? Like, what's going on? Well, you didn't properly vet them to begin with, so just keep keep that in the back of your mind as you are dealing with people and letting people come. Because what it is, really, when people come and tell you their problems, it's really, on some level, it is reassuring to know that someone needs you in that moment. And I think humans, we all need the need to be needed. Does that make sense? We all want to feel needed, okay? And so when someone comes to you with a problem, or someone comes to you with an issue, or, something like that, then it is very reassuring to, it's very reassuring to be able to be like, okay, here's what I think you should do, and they listen to you and they receive it, or sometimes they don't because they're hard-headed, but another story. But do know that that is another form of dumping on you, and you have to find somewhere for it to go. But mind you, that's your space. So you get to decide, do I really want to be listening to this right now? Can I handle this right now? And those are things that you have to assess before they come to you. And then sometimes you have to reassess when they come to you, because prime example, it depends on what compartment they are. If my mom and dad are coming to me on some stuff, I'm going to shut down everything. Like, what's going on? If two of my really good friends come to me, I'm gonna shut down everything. What's going on? But if it's somebody I ain't talked to in 4 months and I don't talk to you on a regular basis, listen, if I'm not, did you see it? That's how I feel about that. No, it's not happening. Because I know where you stand, and you should, at this point, should know where I stand. So I think it's very, very important that you know when to use the word no. The word no is a complete sentence, y'all. Like, the word no is just that. My no means no. Period, point blank. No. Okay? Protecting your space also means that you have to let go of things. Protecting your space means if you are praying for something new, if you are praying for increase, if you are praying for abundance, if you are praying for enlargement, then you have to get rid of the old things that are taking up space, because you have to create new space for the new things to come. So if that means cutting people off, if that means letting some physical stuff go, if that means letting go of old habits, if that means letting go of old mindsets, then that is something that you have just got to do. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what you want to see from me next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell so that you get notified whenever we have more meetings. Until next time, stay safe. I love you guys. I'm out.